long ago, and so far away. I don't remember how the song goes. But yeah, I'm getting ready. Y'all, I was about to go live. Like, I really was about to do this live, but YouTube said I gotta wait, and I don't like that. I don't like waiting, but you know, whatever. We'll get started in a little mini man. Got it. Hopefully you can't hear that in the background, but you know what I'm saying? Like, we just gonna hope for the best. You know, niggas be downstairs vibing. But Yo, you already know what time it is. Welcome back to another weekly recap. If you didn't know, my name is Marissa the Thinker. I am the host of the ThinkervsSpeaker podcast, a podcast where once a week I sit down with different guests and we talk about all things, anything, everything, life, love, relationships, spirituality, what they up to, how they got there, how they found their purpose, all types of things. It's really just me sitting down with different people and just picking their brains every week from week to week and talking about things that are relevant to us. You know what I'm saying? People that come from where I come from. I guess if coming from where I come from, I gotta explain where I come from. I'll give y'all a whole different video about where I come from later. Matter of fact, y'all know where I came from. To the real listeners, y'all know where I came from. But if you don't know and you haven't listened to the show, I would highly suggest checking out the episode called I Said What I Said. It's an episode that I did with my dad, and we dove into my background and where I come from and how I came about doing this and how I became how I am and where I am. And I mean, essentially, that's what we do here. I sit down with a different person every week, and we talk about who they are, what they do, how they became who they became, and, you know, the obstacles that they had to overcome to become the person that they are. So, yeah, that's what this is about, you know, and sometimes we talk about things like, so far we've talked about school shooters, we talked about spirituality, abusive relationships, we've talked about therapy, we talk about mental health a lot here. It's so important to me. We talked about the role of manhood, so much. We talk about so much on this show. Literally nothing is off limits. So if you want to hear me talk about a specific topic, a thing, if there's a certain person that you want to talk to, if there's a person that I've had that you want to have me come back, hit me up, let me know, drop it in the comments, find me on social media, just talk to me, let me know, I'll make it happen. I'll give y'all all of my social media at the end. But yeah, on that note, we're back again for another recap, getting ready for tomorrow's episode. Y'all, as far as me catching up with me, what's been going on this weekend? I'm getting ready for a trip. I'm doing a little slight dip and slide. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'll talk about that more next week. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, it's Mother's Day. I'm going to make me a quick little move. And I've been trying to get ahead. So, you know, fortunately, when it comes to these episodes, I'm ahead. You feel me? Like, we've got shows on shows on shows on shows on shows. We had Trey last week, Dre this week, Kiera next week, Ashton is back the week after that, and then y'all already know how I get down. I don't tell y'all everything. I tell y'all what y'all need to know when you need to know it. But yeah, I'm working on things always, constantly. But yeah, I definitely got some interesting things coming up in the future that we are working on. But with that said, yeah, I ain't had too much anything crazy going on last week. It's really just been a matter of me sticking to my plan. You know what I'm saying? Staying disciplined, staying focused to make this happen. You know what I'm saying? Some days are harder than others. I struggle with my motivation sometimes too, but when you dedicated, when you focused, you know what I'm saying? You do what you gotta do. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go see the episode. What's the episode that I just did with Ashton? What do you want? Yeah. When you want something, you go get it. So yeah, that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Just pushing through, finding different ways to motivate myself. So I'm curious to know, what are some things that y'all do when y'all are lacking motivation? Like, how do y'all find yourself again when y'all not really feeling that creative spark? What are some things that y'all do to get that spark back, to get you excited about the things that you're working on? And hell, tell me about some of the things that y'all working on. What y'all got going on? Let me interact with y'all. Let me get to know y'all a little bit. What y'all got going on, since y'all know all my business. But yeah. Hope y'all like last week's episode with Trey. Again, thank you, Trey, for coming back. It's always amazing when we talk to you. We gonna have him back soon. Don't even worry about it. But yeah, great conversation. We talked a lot about the businesses that he's doing, multiple LLCs on LLCs. Definitely check the episode out if you haven't already. He started some nonprofits, you know what I'm saying? We talked about, his work that he's doing with formerly incarcerated people, youth development work, mentorship, just so much going on in his world. It was very interesting to see what he's been up to. So definitely, if you haven't already, make sure you check that episode out. We got into some interesting things. Like, we talked about the role of, we talked about the lack of male mentorship, you know what I'm saying? And how that has played a role in, the progression. I don't really want to say the progression of Black men, but the development of Black men, you know what I'm saying? Like, the lack of that male mentorship, as we know, you know what I'm saying? Statistically, a lot of our Black males are incarcerated. So and they have been for decades at this point. And, it's led to a lack of that male figure in a lot of households. And we talked about how that has affected these generations to come, and how it's created even more generational curses that, these younger men have to therefore break. And how, because of that, not being there, how now we need more of the people who are actually here doing the work to step up and really fill that gap and help where it's needed. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a lot of good people out here in this world, and this goes beyond just, you know what I'm saying, us. It's deeper than that. It's a lot of people who are out here that, need guidance, and they need that help and that extra layer of support, and they just don't know where to find it. So, you know what I'm saying? When we're able to fill that gap, or when we're fortunate enough or presented the opportunity to fill those gaps, it's definitely important when we can do so. So if y'all know any resources or anything like that that's helping people, mentorship programs, I'm interested to find out. Let me know any types of things that y'all have, any programs. Have y'all been through any programs, run any programs? Trey talked about some of the programs that he does as well. So, let's find out some of those things as well. One of our next guest coming up, not Dre, but the one after Kiera, she actually works with a nonprofit as well. So she'll get to talk about some of the work that she does. But, I'll talk about her more later on the next recap. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to give you too much, but a little sprinkle about some of the people that I've been talking to. And man, it's definitely some interesting characters that I've been talking to. Like, it's been insane getting to know some of these amazing people. But next week's episode, we got Drake. And not next week, this week, we got Drake back. And if you haven't checked out his episode is called Player One. This week's episode is called Player One Story Mode. It's a continuation of his episode. So if you haven't checked that out already, definitely go back. It's in season 1. We talk to him about his story, what he's been through. Dre is an interesting character. I met him years on years ago when I was back doing my retail work. You know what I'm saying? We worked together. He was a cool dude. We hung out a couple times and you know what I'm saying? We clicked, we vibe, but we moved away, come back around. He owns a cannabis company and he just has a interesting story. Like, if y'all don't know, he was almost blind. He had neuropathy, diabetes, and he cured all of that with natural methods. And he explains that a lot in that episode that he did. But this episode, it's kind of a continuation of Trey's episode on the Lowest the Keys. We talk more about knowing when it's time for change, overcoming lack mindsets, breaking generational curses, and so much more. We talked about breaking generational curses in Trey's episode, and it's kind of funny how we ended up talking about that in this one as well. But, knowing when it's time to make that change, and when you feel that change and you start making preparations for those changes, and you know what I'm saying, overcoming that I can't attitude. Where we come from, I don't know about other people, but where we come from, we hear that a lot. We hear, oh, I can't do that because of this, or I can't do this because of that. And you know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of that I can't. And in reality, something that him and I have had to overcome, and I still struggle with overcoming this mindset sometimes. I like to be transparent. I still struggle with that, but it's clicking in and understanding there are solutions to these problems. It's just a matter of finding them. So instead of dead stopping at I can't, or this is too hard, or it's not for me, is really get into a space where you can shift your mindset to be able to say, yes, I can. It's just, I got to find it in myself to be able to figure it out, and then putting that into action to actually get what it is that you want out of life. So we really kind of break that down in this episode, and talk about so much more. I'm halfway through editing it, and I'm just really excited for you guys to hear it and to know what you all think about it. So yeah, that's what I got going on. And then, like I said, Kiera next week, Ashton a week after that, and then we'll be off in the June. This is flying by. This is crazy. My birthday month about to go crazy. I was not born in June. I am not a June Cancer. I'm a July Cancer. But my birthday month gonna go crazy. But that's not the point. Anyway, I hope y'all like this week's recap. I hope y'all like the episodes that I've been putting out. If y'all want to see me do these recaps live so we can interact more, I want to talk to you guys more. I'm not really the most interactive on social media. I most definitely will interact on social media, but I'm not the most interactive on social media. Personally, I think if I sat down with y'all once a week and we just talked and we chopped it up, I think that would work better for me. But what do y'all think? Let me know what y'all think. I definitely want to talk to y'all and see what y'all, see what y'all think about some of these episodes and what y'all want to talk about and what y'all want to hear about. I want to know what y'all want to hear about so I can get y'all the content. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of ideas. I absolutely have a lot of ideas, but what do y'all want to hear? Let me know. And yeah, I think that's it. So on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, get that episode ready for y'all tomorrow. So I can go ahead and get my weekend started and cracking. And yeah, if you're looking for me on social media, you can find me at MarissaY17 on Instagram, Marissa the Thinker on Facebook and YouTube. I always drop some extra content over there. Like anytime that I want to do anything extra, we got any extra Thinker versus Speaker content. Anytime I just want to do a random rant, I go over there. So definitely make sure that you go check out my other YouTube channel, Marissa the Thinker. That's where you're going to find more of me. You know, I'm actually thinking about doing a video responding to some of my negative comments. So if that's something that y'all interested in seeing, definitely let me know, because I don't think I'm responding to these negative comments the way that people think. That some of these, bruh. All right, real quick before I get out of here. St. Louis. My people. St. Louis. Y'all know we Joan. If you don't know what Joan means, it's like cracking jokes, and they be like some hard jokes. So like, really, where I come from, we crack jokes. It's nothing. Like, you can't really be sensitive when you come from where I come from. So like, some of these comments, they just be like, bro. What is this? Like, what is this? Like, I was clapping back better when I was 4. Like, what y'all on? And y'all think y'all funny with it? Oh, that's crazy. But yeah, man, St. Louis, come on now. Let these people know what we about. But yeah, I was thinking about doing a video responding to some of my negative comments. But if y'all interested in seeing that, definitely let me know. Go follow over there. Yeah, put in the comments. If you want to hear me do it, leave a like on the video and say, do it. Leave a comment, say, do it. So I know that y'all want me to do it. But yeah, make sure you go follow me over there. If you're looking for Thinker versus Speaker, you're going to find us at Thinker versus Speaker on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Thinker versus Speaker. So if you're interested in talking to me, you want to come on the show, you like my content, anything that you want to talk about, reach out to me, let me know. And yeah, on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here so I can get y'all more and more content and do what I do. So appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching. I always appreciate it. And yeah, if you do like it and you want to help us grow, share it, like it, put other people onto it. For real. Like, we so close to 100 subscribers over here. So close to 100 subscribers. I know we can hit it before the end of this month. Like, easy. So like, if you're not subscribed and you're watching, definitely, or if you're watching this on like Instagram or Facebook, go over to my YouTube channel, hit subscribe. We can hit 100 subscribers. Like, just go ahead and do it, because the content is not gonna stop. Like, come on, let's do it. But yeah, I'm out of here. See y'all tomorrow.